Hey, everybody. It's Tuesday morning. It's 8 o'clock. You got your coffee? I got my coffee.
Yeah, I do. It's cold like everything else in
I,
my house.
I just ran over to one of our favorites, American
Nice.
coffee and tea. Grabbed myself a cup of coffee, then came back, sit down. Let's roll with it.
Yeah, I did not stop anywhere today. I'm a baller on a budget, so I'm doing the home thing.
Okay, yeah. So, and I mean, I probably could have done the same thing, but I figured if I was going over there, swinging by there anyway, might as well
Yeah,
get a fresh cup.
absolutely.
Man, and I know you love your pumpkin spice coffees and everything.
I do.
They have got, they must have about 6 or 8 different varieties.
Wow.
There's a pumpkin spice, a pumpkin pie, a pumpkin latte, a pumpkin
Mm.
something. And when I was there, they were making up something called a flight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
It,
you do
it,
that.
it-
I do that with alcohol.
yeah. I think I've seen that with beers, but I didn't know they do it with coffee. And there was a
That
girl
sounds
there that
cool.
ordered one. It's like four small coffees, all 4 different flavors.
I think I want to do that next time I'm there if I can get there before the season's over. Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. So I thought we'd just have fun today, make it free form, and we often play this or that, or would you rather and stuff like that.
Oh
So
no.
so I thought I'll just throw a couple of things out. Uh, if you were to
Ugh.
tra- if you were to travel, if you were just going and you didn't want to fly, would you take a bus or a train?
Train.
Do you think it's faster?
No, I think trains. The last couple train rides I went on kind of sucked, but um, I think they're just fun, and I think a bus is awful. Like I think buses are horrible. I took a bus to Chicago from Detroit years ago, and you may remember this. They used to have it was called like the big yellow bus. It was like a double decker bus, and you go to Chicago for $24. Well, I took it. And
That's
it was horrible. It's like 6 hours. I could have drove my car. It takes me 3 hours to get Chicago.
yeah. And back then, $24 probably would have covered the cost of gas.
Yeah, I just did it because I was like, hey, we don't got to park. We don't got to deal with this crap. And then I was staying in Chicago for a week, and my buddy was going to drive me back. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
But it was awful. It was horrible. Now I'll take a bus. Like Luke likes to go on a. He thinks buses are cool. So we go. We'll take the Dart. That's a train. But then you go downtown to Dallas, and they've got like a couple little trolleys and
Right.
stuff like
Right.
that. That's fine. Around town, zipping around town, that's fine. But no, I think I just get on a train because you can kick back and I don't know, hang out.
I mean, you could do the same thing on a bus, but I guess bottom line, if I had to decide, I probably would go with the train because of the facilities, if you will. Uh,
Yes, they're
yeah.
yes, yes.
Usually on a bus, it's the facilities are a little iffy,
You
but
could
on
drink on a you can drink on a train too, right?
yeah. I
There you
mean,
go.
I guess you could drink on a bus too as long as you bootlegged it in.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, they don't have service on a bus.
right. That's what I'm saying. The train has service, and when you get up, you can't get up and walk around on a bus. Even the nice buses, you really can't. Train you're allowed to walk around. You might be able to catch some stuff out the window. The bus has got to stick on the same route. Like what are you going to look at? Another freeway? Like
Yeah.
you know, and like you said, the facilities. I don't use the facilities on an airplane. I don't do it. Even when flew to Ireland, I didn't go to the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, I held that in, tied it in a
Cool.
knot, and said, forget it. But I don't do it. So
I think there was a day when I held it in, but not anymore.
yeah, I
I
just
mean,
don't, man.
I mean, guys have got it a little easier than than
We
the, than
do.
the ladies.
Well, unless you're going in the other situation,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
other situation,
the,
can't
the
hold that
whole
in.
the whole world is our toilet. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I mean, I go in my backyard sometimes. So,
yeah. I mean, that's the only upside to the bus is if a bus pulls in someplace, you can always just run around the back of the facilities and
true, true.
go. So, Uh, blonde or brunette?
Ah, brunette, stop. We don't even need to go there. Brunette.
Brunette.
Brunette. Yeah, give me dark hair girls. Look, I went outside my element once and we saw what that landed me. So luckily I got a son out of it. Otherwise, that's it. So let me go
So,
back to my good days of the dark hair girls that treated me good. And or maybe whatever. I don't know if they treated me good, but yeah.
so you have a motto of never make the same mistake
Yeah.
twice.
You know, I never dated a blonde in my life. I mean, maybe once in high school. Man, I don't think that worked out. So it's always been the dark girls and all fronts.
I got it. I ever dated a redhead?
I've never dated a redhead. I've hung out with a redhead.
I dated a redhead in college for a
I need to
while,
go there.
and honestly, I think she ended up being one of the sweetest girls I ever met.
Really, I always hear they're crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy. They usually very fair skinned. Boy, you go to Ireland, you find a lot of redheads in Ireland,
I
and they can be
tried, but I
either
was,
very sweet or very feisty.
yeah, I like all that. But when I went to Ireland, I was in a relationship, so I had to be a good boy.
All right. So in fact, I had a buddy I grew up with, and I never dated a girl other than a blonde.
Get
And
it, man. Look,
I used to say to him, but do you know if she's a natural blonde or is she a dyed
I'm
blonde?
sure he found out.
Yeah. He found out, but I don't think he cared. It just something about he would always pick a blonde.
No, man, it's the hair that gets me now. Like I'll be at work or I'm out at the coffee shop or because I don't really go to bars or anything or movie theater or random places. And all of a sudden I see like when the girl get out of the car, she's got long dark hair. I'm like, okay, boom, what's that? And then I'm like, then I look at the rest of the stuff. But yeah, yeah. The next one, if there is a next one, there'll be dark hair.
Paper or plastic?
For what?
I don't know, plates, paper plates or plastic plates,
I
paper
use more
cups,
plastic.
plastic cups.
I use more plastic. Well, when I go grocery shopping, it's typically all plastic because I like to use those bags. I use them for like the litter box and stuff.
Yeah.
Or just whatever. Plates. I have the hard plastic plates that you can rewash. I use those for Luke a lot. I do have paper plates, but I typically only use those during seasons. Like I have had Halloween plates. Christmas plates for crap. Hey, we're eating some burgers, throw it on a plate.
Or barbecue or something like that.
What about you? I don't like plastic. I like hard plastic cups. I don't like paper cups.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. We use a lot of paper plates because every once in a while, for instance, if we go out and get pizza, rather than getting a china plate or a glass plate or something all gunked up with cheese or whatever, I take a few slices, put it on a paper plate, and then right into the garbage.
We just open up the box, sit on the couch with the box, and that's our plate.
Yeah, and at grocery store, I generally go, even though they keep telling you don't use plastic, avoid the plastic. I end up with plastic bags. They're easier to carry than paper bags.
Well, yeah, and you got to have that trash can. I use it for my trash bag in my bathroom. I change the stores when companies coming over. Oh, I better put the Target bag in there. Oh, I don't want them to see that I stopped at the dollar store today.
Right. Well, this one I think I already know your answer to.
Okay.
Thin crust or deep dish?
Deep dish, yeah. But you know what? That's not necessarily true. There are some pizzas that deserve to be on a thin crust. You don't want a thin crust margarita style pizza. That doesn't make sense,
Right.
You go to Pizzeria Testa, obviously those are all very thin. But if we're talking, we're going to get some good pies. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. And whether it's round or square, deep dish is still the best. Yep. Baked or fried?
Probably baked over everything. I'm not a big fried guy.
I used to I used
Yeah,
to love fried chicken and fried
and yeah.
and fried shrimp.
Okay, I go with that. I understand that. Yeah.
Yeah, but over the last so many years, I'm more baked chicken rather than fried chicken,
I agree.
and grilled shrimp rather than fried shrimp.
1000%.
Except there's one exception:
What's that?
French fries.
Well, yeah, I don't want a baked fry.
I,
I don't
I,
even, well, I mean, I guess, I don't
well,
know.
all right. So there's another choice: baked potato or French fries.
I'll take French fries. I don't like baked potatoes. And I'm not saying I don't like them. I don't want to go through the hassle of making it good to eat it. Like it's a process, you know, like
Yeah,
I hate mashed potatoes. I think they're awful.
really.
So yeah, I don't know why, man.
But
It
you put
just,
stuff in it, put cheese
yeah,
in it,
but then I might as well
bacon
just eat
bits.
it. I know that's essentially what I'm doing with the baked potato, you know, is
Right, right.
scooping it out. But it's like a psychological visual texture thing. I don't know what it is. I love sweet potatoes though, and I can take sweet potatoes pretty much anyway. And that's
Yeah.
typically what we eat. We
So
eat a
I think
sweet
I'm with
potato.
you. I would do a sweet potato over a baked potato.
100%. We just made them the other day, and a lot of times I'll chop them up in thin cubes, put some olive oil, some sea salt, some rosemary, boom, cook them.
Yeah.
Delicious, man, and healthy for you. You know,
Isn't it interesting that we put French fries with hamburgers, but you usually put a baked potato with a steak?
a steak or chicken or
Yeah.
I
I
mean, I
mean,
don't know. We do weird dinners over here. We've done because he doesn't eat. Luke doesn't eat a lot of like red meat. I guess either do I really. Um,
my grandson
so
doesn't either.
yeah, although we're having burgers next week, so we're making sliders. We're gonna. I felt like doing it. Um, so we did a baked potato, sweet potato, not baked potato. I'm sorry. We did sweet potatoes, the cubes. I don't know what you call them, diced up.
Yeah.
We did those, and then I did grilled shrimp kebabs. It was just the weirdest, but we mix and match like that all the time. You know,
Well, we do stir fry a lot.
I
Either
love that.
you know,
Yeah.
chopped up chicken with veggies or shrimp with veggies and put a little bit of soy sauce in it or some sesame seeds and mix
Yep.
that and just put it in a wok and mix it all up. It makes a real easy, fast, and well balanced meal.
We made a. So I found a recipe, and I never done it before. A stir fry in the crock pot, and it was delicious. Everything came
Really,
out tender. The chicken came out great. I did it for about 9 hours, and oh
veggies
my
didn't get
god,
too soft.
no, I put the asparagus in
Yeah.
halfway through.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't put it in the beginning. The water chestnuts, they were in the beginning. The little baby corns, they came in halfway. The asparagus, the broccoli, that was halfway. I got to tell you though, I mean, it was like we smashed it. I thought it was going to have leftovers. Luke and I killed it, you know?
You know, you mentioned crock pots. I haven't used a crock pot in a while. When Lauren and I were working and they had the store, we used to use crock pot a lot because we'd
Yeah.
mix up some stuff in the morning, go to work, and then 8, 9 hours later, come home and the meal was ready.
I use it for the soups. I use it for definitely for my pasta sauce
Yeah,
always. And
chili.
then chili, yeah, I'm gonna make chili soon too. So I should make it today, warm my ass up because I'm freezing. I got no heat in my house, but we talked about that anyway.
Yeah. So warm it up from the inside out. You know,
God,
you get the chili or the soup.
you know,
All right. Next one. Sunrise, sunset.
I think visually I prefer a sunset. Visually, I think is, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I complain about some of Texas things, but we got some beautiful sunsets around here.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunsets. I mean, paintings like up in the sky, you know. Sunrise,
You usually see a lot of those because you get
I
up early
do.
and run at
I
sunrise.
do. I don't like them. It's so bright. It's obnoxious. When you're driving, the sun's just piercing your face. Like I feel like a vampire. I'm just like, you know. Um, but I see them all the time. Yeah, I don't like them. I don't like
Yeah,
them.
I think and I'm an early morning person, so I don't mind sunrises and all, but I think I probably lean a little bit more towards at the end of the day a nice sunset. and I'll sit on the porch, have a
Yes,
nice cool drink and everything, and or a warm drink now that we're into the fall winter season, and watch the sunset.
I agree. I agree with you there.
Yeah, that's a good one. So having said that, we're now heading into the winter season. You like hot or cold?
Cold.
Yeah,
Even though I'm cold now, I like cold.
yeah. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. You're wearing a hoodie. We're in our elements.
Yeah, I feel it feels good. It feels good. It's despite some of the difficulties it might bring, like allergies or sicknesses, I don't care. I love it. It's like I feel like, okay, I feel like during the summer, my body's always not relaxed. But I feel like now
Right.
my body's like, I'm getting into my winter form.
And I mean, especially in the Texas heat where we are, it's usually nice. You got the air conditioning on in the house, and then you walk outside into that heat and humidity. You get into an air conditioned car, and then you go out in the heat and the humidity, and then go into an air conditioned
All
building.
right. It's like, what the heck, dude?
I'd rather do the reverse.
I
You know,
agree.
and I do you have a tendency of trying to cool a car down more than you heat it up in the winter?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll cool the car, maybe 70, 72, maybe drop it a little bit below 70 for the air conditioning. But in the car in the winter time, 68 is comfortable.
Yeah.
69, don't have to get up to 72 or 75.
No, no, you don't have to do that.
But anyway, uh, pickup or delivery?
Delivery. Delivery. Look, if it's food, 9 times out of 10, like I'll pick up, honestly. Or I'll just get it on the way. Like if I'm, you know, because
Right.
delivery food is, I mean, I'm not saying I don't do it. We did it the other day, but it's just expensive. As far as goods go, I got to be honest with you. Look, I'm getting my groceries delivered to me, 90% of them. The other day I came home and Amazon and my groceries were there. I had to like climb Mount Everest to get inside my house. Because I forgot I had ordered stuff from Amazon that was significantly large. And so delivery, yeah. I mean, I do love going to like stores. I even love going to a grocery store. But we're in that.
Well, I mean, if it's food related, I do pickup. Because I don't want to sit and wait, and then when it gets to your door, sometimes it's not hot.
Yeah,
I'd rather go and pick up my food when I know. In fact, if I order it and they say it'll be ready in 20 minutes, I'm there in 15 because I
yeah,
want it when it gets right out of the oven and right when it's packaged and ready to go.
to
As
go to
far as
town. Yeah.
other stuff, I've gotten to really enjoy Amazon too for stuff like paper products, toilet paper, paper towels, trash bags.
Yeah,
Buy great big box, and I mean it's bulky when you go to the grocery store to get like toilet paper or paper towels and everything.
sure.
I just order it sitting on the front porch when I get home and bring it in the house.
I don't order a lot of food to go like dinners and stuff like that. So for me, like if it's pizza, if we happen to order pizza, I will go pick that up 9 times out of 10 because pizza's gotten so stinking expensive anyway. And then
Yeah.
they're tacking on an extra fuel charge and they're tacking on a delivery. Like I'm not saying you can't get free deliveries anymore with pizza, but 9 times out of 10, they're just charging you too much. And I'm like, look, why am I'm up to like $25 on a freaking pizza. Like this is stupid.
And then when you order it before you check out, they pop up that little tip thing.
Right.
And I don't quite understand that. If I'm ordering it, I'm coming over to pick it up.
Why am I tipping you?
What's the tip got to, I guess it's a psychological thing.
It's everything. And I have that debate because obviously I'm a tipper, and working in the service industry for so many years, like I get
Right.
it. And I understand what these people go through. Even some of these people in the non-service and like traditional service industry. Okay, let's talk about our coffee shop people. You go there. I know they're getting paid a wage. I know it's it's probably not great. It's probably, but you know, they might have a decent working environment, especially, you know, American Coffee and Tea Shop. That's a good working environment. Those are
Yeah.
good people. I don't mind giving them a tip. Look, they're
Yeah.
making my coffee and they're doing it good. Okay. So I don't mind doing that. When I
Right.
go to the other places, there's some places where literally it's like I just order something, they flip the screen around, it says tip, and that girl has done nothing or that guy's done nothing. I don't want to feel guilty into giving you something. Like, if I know you and you're super sweet and you're nice, or I have an idea that maybe you're not making a lot of money just based on what I know, or maybe you work at a crappy place and your owner sucks, then I'm
Yeah.
going to toss some money your way. But I shouldn't feel guilted into giving you $1 or two or three or four, you know? I don't
Sometimes
know.
I bypass the tip on the screen because if they've
Yes.
got a tip jar there,
Put it
I'll
in there.
just take a buck or two and drop that into the tip jar.
I'm going to tell you this without getting too deep into it. Not, I would much rather put cash into that because two things. One, they are getting taxed heavily on those credit card tips. They don't get all that. You give them $2, they're getting 60% of it. That's it.
Yeah.
The other thing too is you have companies out there with owners that will take that credit card money. It's illegal unless they sign something and they won't give it to the employee. Or they'll take that credit card money and instead of splitting the tips equally amongst the employees that are on that shift, they spread it across every employee. So you've got employees that aren't even working there getting $1 when they weren't even there. Then
Yeah.
you got those, you've got, and I know several, and I won't say who. I want to right now, but I won't. I want to call him out on his carpet big time. I know people that will take credit card money and not give it to the employees at all and use that. It's illegal and use that to subsidize for payroll.
Yeah.
So don't give that credit card company money. Give it
Yeah.
if you guys want a tip, you're going to get a cup of coffee, you're going to get a sandwich. Go grab $5. Find $5, singles, whatever, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's what I did. Carry some singles in your pocket and everything, and then drop
Yeah.
that into the tip jar because it's a better chance that the tip jar money is going to go to the servers rather than going to the back of the house.
Agreed. Totally agree with you.
So final one.
Okay, what do we got?
Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Lamborghini. No questions asked.
Hands down.
Done. Yeah, no, Lamborghini. I love them. Look, I'm not a car guy very much. There's several. There's a few that I like. Lamborghini. Yeah, I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love everything about it.
Yeah, except the cost and the maintenance.
Yeah. Look, we own 4. They're this big, but we own 4.
Right.
Luke and I got a fleet of Lamborghinis in the house. They're beautiful. One of them's got the Italian flag on it. They're beautiful, but yeah, they're that big.
But if you put them up to the close to the
Right.
to the camera, you know, it almost looks full size.
I couldn't even afford the remote control one. I had to go with the other one, you know.
I couldn't even afford to walk into a dealership that had one.
I'd walk in and they'd be like, "Brandon, get out of here."
Right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, you here to sweep the floors? Okay.
Right. Now, did we hire you? Are you cleaning out the bag? You know. What about you, Ferrari or Lamborghini?
Same thing, Lamborghini.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's no question, right?
Yeah. And if I had one, it would probably sit in the garage forever because I couldn't afford to drive it.
I would drive it like once every month, just down Main Street, real slow, turn around, Rod. Take pictures next to it with a green screen.
There. Well, hope you've had some fun with us today. You know, sharing some of these things when we throw it out. I hope you're playing along with us and thinking, yeah, what would I do? Would I get that Lamborghini or you know the Ferrari? You know, would I do hot or cold, paper or plastic? You know, it's good conversational game to play sometimes. So, well, do it yourself. Come on, join us again, 8 o'clock, cup of coffee next Tuesday morning for another edition of Trash Talk.